Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be on the Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit raspy, but I have a cold because it seems like, I don't know, I'm very unlucky. In the last 5 months, I caught a cold 4 times. There might be something more happening. But anyway, you're not here to talk about me and my cold. But what I want to show you today and what I want to test is basically the new epic that is part of the fusion for the incarnate. Okay, so we do have the incarnate fusion going on right now. I'm currently on the test server though, so that's why you might not see the fusion popping up. But honestly, looking at her kit, like, I don't know if you guys have found a spot where you believe yes, she's definitely somebody worth going for. Please leave it in the comments down below because I'm really curious what you guys think. However, like, I've not found a spot for her to be like, yeah, she's really worth it, especially with Wixwell being recently released in the game. Okay, like if you've seen my video a few days ago with Wixwell, basically one king ultra nightmare clan boss with 4 other rares, it pretty much, you know, defeats the purpose of trying to get the incarnate for the sake of what's it called, for the sake of PvE, or at least, you know, maybe there's some arena uses. However, don't see much use for her. But anyway, we're not here to talk about her. We're here to talk a little bit about this lizard that's part of the fusion, Slixus Stripe Hide. So he doesn't have the most obscene kit in the game, you know, double hit with a stun on the A1, double hit on the A2 that ignores shield, increase defense and strengthen, which is pretty good because most of the meta that happens in arena are like, you know, shield sets, bolster sets, increase defense, strengthens. Like, if he had ally protection as well, that would have been better. However, there's not too many, you know, that use a ton of ally protection in the game. There's Ursagas and what's his name, Necro, what, oh my god, Necret, I forget, I don't have him and I forget his name. So what I'm going to show is not something that's end game, okay? This is more towards early, mid game, maybe up until late game people that maybe don't have a better nuker, such as, like, you know, the Trondas, the Georgets, all the other broken ones. So what I'm going to do first is I want to do a little bit of a damage test, showing you how he hits. Okay, let's see how the Stripe Hide hit. And basically, we're gonna compare him with Gamble. So let's go into this fight. I went on stage 2 hard. So increase attack, decrease defense, weaken. That Gartak is pretty much useless because my rotation goes wrong. But anyway, let's still try. Like, his poisons do not benefit us more. So let's see how much does he do on the A3. That is an AoE hit that puts increased crit and increased crit damage on himself before he attacks. So let's see how much does he hit for. Okay, 117, 120 to 160. Let's go again. Let's try again because of the masteries that I have. I do have Health Smasher on him, so, you know, it might be some RNG. But let's do that again. And let's see, A3, how much damage does he do? Okay, so like from 120 up until 210,000. That's a pretty solid hit. However, I have, you know, the perfect situation for him. Now let's run it again and let's see how much, how hard does he hit with that A2. That's a double hit. I mean, there's no shield or increased defense on strengthen to ignore over here, but still, let's, I guess let's pick on this Cold Heart, A2. Okay, 110 per hit. Let's do that again. That's pretty decent, you know. It's a pretty decent double hit. And, like, you know, I'm just testing in PvE, but I'm gonna do some arena fights as well to show you how you know, how he would work. Again, the arena fight might not be the best because there's gonna be lots of endgame stuff, but you see, so basically between 100 and 150,000. So the average on the AoE from him was around 120 up until 200,000. Now, let me just quickly swap all this gear, because basically, let me just show you his stats. So, didn't care about his speed. You basically only care about 70% crit rate, 288 crit damage, 6.8k attack. He's in 6 pieces, merciless. Doesn't have to be merciless if you want to build him. You can be savage, lethal, instinct, which is the current forge pass, whichever is your best one. And then obviously attack on this one, crit damage on this one, and then attack on this one with mastery is pretty much the same that Genbo has. So let me swap over the gear to Genbo and we're gonna test to see how much damage Genbo gets, which, you know, most people maybe have because he was part of the prime rewards, but he was also, you know, he's been in the game for quite a while. So let me swap the gear over and we're gonna be right back. Okay, we swapped the gear. Let's check his stats. So Genbo 6.6k attack, again 75% crit rate, 288 crit damage. We don't care about anything else. And basically Genbo has something similar like what's his name again, Slixus, in the sense that he buffs his crit rate and crit damage, okay, before he goes for, it's on a 4-turn cooldown, it goes down for 3 turns, then he grants an extra turn, and then he goes with this one, attacks all enemies, has the 100% chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs by 1 turn. This effect cannot be resisted on critical hits. So basically, he would decrease the duration of some buffs, so that could bring some utility in arena. But let's have a look at how much damage he does in the same setup. Go away. I know I don't have all the... I know I don't have all the gear on those people. Okay, maybe if I bring in Genbo, that's gonna help more, right? If we bring in Gamble. But yeah, let's throw in Genbo and let's see, you know, pretty much same principle. Increase attack, decrease defense, weaken, poisons from battle cause out to boost our damage. And then we're gonna see how much damage will Genbo do. So let's buff up. And now let's do the A2 and let's see. Okay, we didn't have decreased defense, but it would look like an average of 160,000. Let's run it again, because again, we do have Health Smasher that can proc. It's a 50-50 chance that it procs or it doesn't. So, you know, maybe it didn't proc once. So let's do again, because I want to try and make as fair of a comparison as I can. Still have the increased attack. Okay, let's look again. Okay, so his damage goes maybe up into like 240,000. So it seems like it is a little bit higher. So, you know what? It's there's one thing that we might want to keep in mind though, and this is kind of the reason why I made this video. So Gambo's damage went a little bit higher by like 20,000, so you know it's not a massive difference between them. However, keep in mind that because we have the current fusion, and if you're skipping the legendary, keep in mind you can empower Slixus. Okay, we have recently been introduced with a champion empowerment. Okay, and basically if we take Slixus and we empower him, we can get him, if you look over here the epic stats, let's say you don't get 4 copies, let's say you only get 3 copies, you know, 1 that you keep, another 2 that empower him. He's gonna straight up start with 20% more attack, 20% more HP, 20% more defense, 20 accuracy, 20 resist, 5 more speed, 5 more crit damage. It's not a ton, but they add up. If you get all of them, you get more of these stats, and then if you get lucky and pull a 4th one, if you have a +4 empowered one, look at all the stats that you can get. You might have the same thing on Genbo, like, you know, that's something you could argue, but still, it's like, I don't know, if you're still progressing through the game and you're still missing some nukers, like, another reason, for example, let's say you don't have Lydia yet. Well, Lizardman Crypt is one of the harder ones to beat, and having a designated nuker like Slixus is gonna help you out. Let me just move the gear back on Slixus and let's go and check him out in arena against, you know, some teams that I see that we have against my fellow content creators. Some of them might be impossible because, you know, we're gonna see lots of +4 empowered, fully awakened, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, give me a second, move back the gear, and we're gonna jump in some arena with him. Okay, so I swapped his gear out now. Let's have a look. Let's see who can I fight and maybe be faster. So the designated team that I'm gonna use is pretty much, I guess, free-to-play friendly, obtainable in the sense that, like, you can get these for free eventually if you get lucky and, you know, pull the right champion. So Arbiter, Armaz, which is a fusion, Lady Mikage, which is permanent fusion, and then we have Slixus. So let's say against Deadwood Jedi. Honestly, what I'm gonna show you is not necessarily gonna be like, oh yeah, he's so good, he's so amazing, because, you know, if I have the right supports alongside him, I should not have any problem to kill it. So I'm just gonna start with the ally attack from Lady Mikage. Okay, we just killed the Sifi, steal the Terminator with Armans, do an A1 over there, boost again with Arbiter, and now let's check his A3 out. Let's see, does he one-shot stuff? Pretty much dead, 42,000 to 100,000. So I do want you to keep in mind, as you saw, there was no decreased defense or weaken in the team, okay? Having decreased defense and weaken, like if I brought somebody like a Lydia in the team, that would maybe, or like, you know, anybody else like that in the team, that would have made it easier. Let's see, can we beat Cold Brew? This one might be a little bit of a tougher one. Let's see, can we steal the Terminator? We did. Okay, let's sheep that Duchess. Okay, Duchess comes back. Boost. Now let's see, can we one-shot anything over here? Let's see. Okay, almost. Keep in mind we can boost a little bit the stats by, like I said, by getting those empowerments. They're buffing up. Let's steal some of that Terminator, or push it back, should say. Let's A1 the Duchess. So this one might not be a win, but the thing is, you know, maybe that's what I should try. Maybe I should drop him and bring maybe I should drop, what's her name actually, maybe I should drop Lady Mikage and just bring Lady in this team, because most people would have, maybe they would not have, you know, Lady Mikage. Let's say you might have a decreased defense champ in there. So let's try again the same team. Let me remove her, and like I said, let me bring in Lydia. But do I have gear on Lydia? That's gonna be my question. 1 second, let me just check, because if I don't have gear on her... Actually, no, Lydia. Let me bring Madame Cerise, because Madame is still built for Arena for me. So I think this is the right one. Do I have enough accuracy on her? Okay, decent speed. I do have accuracy. Okay, so let's try this now. Let's see. With a decreased defense in the team, can he actually do good enough damage against, like, you know, top tier teams like this? Because these ones are tough to beat, especially when you're facing stuff like a Rotos in there. Okay, let's go with the decreased defense. Okay, boost again. And now let's see. Can we one-shot things now? I guess let's A1. That's iffy. Let's see. Can we one-shot stuff now? Okay, so with a decreased defense, definitely looks a lot better, okay? With decreased defense, it looks like he can hit. Again, it does not have to be Madame Cerise, okay? That's who I had built with high enough accuracy. So I guess he can put up the work as a, you know, as a sort of a nuker if you don't have anybody else. Because obviously, again, I'm not trying to say, oh my god, he's so amazing. No, I'm just trying to say that because he's Void, because you can empower him, he can be a decent solution for, you know, some arena teams where he can bring you some... but he can bring you some damage, okay? Like, if you don't have good enough. And the good thing with him is the fact that he actually is Void, okay? So because he's Void, it should make it a lot easier for you not to worry about all the, you know, the affinities and whatnot, because those are usually the problems in Arena, especially like early mid-game. You maybe have mostly magic affinity nuker, so you might be struggling with that, okay? He got killed. Let's see, let's just slow him down. I got cheaped, and that's obviously a little bit of a problem. Let's steal some buffs. See, can we come back? Nope. Okay, not coming back yet. So I might lose this one because, you know, that's the power of Taras. He just basically one-shots me. But anyway, you see that he can do some decent damage. Okay, if you don't have a better option, obviously you're just gonna go ahead. Let's try this last fight. Let me bring Lady Mika again, because I like Lady Mika. I guess she's really amazing for most of things like this. And let's see how much. Okay, I go first. I guess let's swap again. Let's try and remove some of these stone skins. Okay, nothing removed. Let's steal some Thermitar. There we go. Let's put the Reviver under Sheep. Boost again. Let's see. Can we kill some stuff? Okay. Come on, A3. Let's kill some stuff. Boom. So again, no decreased defense or weaken. We pretty much killed them. I'm not gonna use the A2 yet, because Sun Wukong is gonna be coming back and he's gonna bring us a load of pain. Oof, are we gonna be killed? Counterattack. Yep, and I get one shot. But yeah, I guess it's you know, it's not the best showcase of him in Arena, but again, the teams that I'm showing you are endgame teams, and he would be a viable DPS option for up until the late game, okay? Like, he's definitely not gonna replace like somebody like a Sun Wukong as your only nuker, because he can be better. He's not gonna replace Trandaz, he's not gonna replace White King Narcissus, but he can be a good other nuker, maybe for 3v3 teams, or like I said, maybe for something like Faction War. So pretty much the conclusion for me is that his Slixus is pretty much on par with Genbo, if not just a little bit less powerful, but you can empower him if you don't already have empowered a Genbo, just by doing several of the epics for the fusion and not actually doing the fusion itself. And one last thing that I want to mention, there's another thing that you want to keep in mind for the sake of this fusion is the what's her name again? High Mother mod. So if you just grab the fragments and don't fuse Slixus, you can just let the fragments be here, and basically once the fusion's done, you can convert them into fragments for this chest to pull and try and get High Mother mod. And you know, it's basically gonna be useful to try and get closer to her because she's a pretty interesting legendary. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.